Ushiro my Yoko Kaiten. Okay, now I'll demonstrate the next four. Earlier we did my Yoko Kaiten going forward. Okay, the side fall going forward. Okay, that. Okay, now if you're in a position where you're caught backwards, like so, and still need to get into the same fall. Okay, so we practice that position also. So Ushiro my Yoko Kaiten starts from the same position. Okay, so we're stretching back. Okay, so you want that same feeling. Now, like I said earlier, you want to have contact with the mat all the time. So as I stretch back and turn to the side that I want, that opposite foot leaves the mat. But at the same time, keep the other one there. Don't jump into it. So you just lift it, again, as if it's going to go over, so it unbalances your body. Okay, let me just show the falls, a couple of the falls first. Like so. And around. I'll show that again, same position. Stretch. And then round. Okay, now we practice that fall because a lot of the times when you're in this position, you don't have time when someone's showing you to take a step and to roll. So you've got to be falling once you're in that position. No time to step because they're throwing you down before you take that step to turn around and make your roll, which I'll demonstrate a little later on with technique. But for now, as you go back, put the hand down again in a relaxed position. Don't try and look for the mat in any particular way. Just keep your arms by your side. Okay, as you go back, lower. Just let yourself lower down, and then you'll go into the fall nice and comfortably. Down. And then turn. Okay, demonstrate from here. Okay. And down. Notice as I go back, all I do is change the angle of my shoulders to the side that I want to go. I don't let my head stick out when I look around and go forward. Okay? Just keep everything in position, relax, and turn around. This one is a little bit more difficult because of the aspect of falling backwards and not wanting to look. So again, safety aspects with this one. Other people, when they go back, they do and put their hand down like that because they're afraid to turn around. So they get in this position. And that's very dangerous because you might, could dislocate your elbow very easily, and you don't want to let all your weight come down like so. Okay? So you need to be able to pivot as you go around. So think about this foot turning around like almost like you want to do a front roll, which I'll do next. But for now, we're doing Yoko Kaiten. So as you're going back, allow the body to twist so the shoulder goes forward. But as you do so, you're looking for the mat with your hand. So make sure your hand reaches down, but not behind you in this manner, straight. Just keep it by the side of your body, because it will follow. Okay? It's attached to your shoulders, so when your shoulders move, your hand will follow naturally. There's no need to do that and look for the mat behind you. So as you're here, just let everything go down. And again, it's in a natural position. It's just right beside your body as you fall. Okay? Once again, like so. Leave it by your side. As your shoulder turns, pick the other foot up, allow the body to turn, but don't reach your head and look back. You can look down directly next to you if you wish. That might help you to make sure your shoulder moves. Remember, don't look for the mat behind you like this. Just put your hand down naturally where your shoulder goes. And turn around. Now, show some exercises again for that so you can practice that same movement. Hey, Nilu, please. Again, like the last one we just did, remember when I held Uke's belt? You can practice this also from the same thing. So again, supporting Uke, then they're picking the side. Whichever side is going to go, they're just going to turn. And as they start to turn, the opposite foot is going to match with it and come up so they can make the front fall. Okay. Okay, so again, at your own pace. No need to go fast. At your own pace. Once again, let's do it from this way. Okay, one more time, let's go straight. Okay, so all we're doing now, like I said before, is that Uke is trying to be aware of their own balance, sensitive to when it's going, when they're losing it. And then when they, oops, see, wants to follow, but I'm holding on to, so following, they don't know. Then you release, let their balance go, and then they fall. Okay, so it's important to practice these as often as you can, so you get used to the position that you're in. Okay, so that's one method we use. Other one, so to get used to turning, similar to the one we did before, only they're going to be walking into it. Okay, so it's now as Uke's walking past me this time. Remember, they can't turn around to look. So as they're walking past, all I do is take hold of the other arm. They try to keep walking. So just continue as if they're going to keep walking past me. Right? Okay. Comes towards me as if they're going to keep walking past. Okay. Now while their feet are doing that, all I do is take the other hand and straight down. Then they have to follow that instinctively down into the roll. But their attitude still wants to go the way they naturally were going in the first place. And then allowing the body to turn. So as they walk past, down, and around. Notice, no time to step because your weight's on that leg. So you take up the opposite leg and turn around. Okay, just follow it around. Let's do one going past the front of me here. That way. Let's do one going the other way. Okay, one more time. Okay, so it's very hard to walk forward. Keep going again. If you're being taken off this way with your weight like this and then want to move this leg, your weight's on that leg, so there's no way to move it. So as that's happening, you just let everything turn around like, into the falls. Number three, third method we can use, which is more realistic, is the fact that if you're doing now a technique, they're in a position where they're coming towards me and I want to turn them around like so. Okay? The body is turning, so I just, towards me, put them down. Okay, again. Okay, Yoko Kaiten. So as they're going back, they're going to turn and do front fold. Again, like before, earlier on, I held the arm, so they get used to going down and landing at that position without the clash. Everything goes around smoothly. Okay, so I take the whole thing to the mat. I'm not trying to propel her out or anything like that. It's for her practice. So all I'm doing is taking the whole movement to the mat, down, round, they turn around and follow. Okay, do that again. And when I do this, I try to hold onto the arm as long as possible, so they're actually into the fall. Okay, and then release. Let's do one from here. Okay, and then release. And one from this way. And then release. Okay, next.